Okay, welcome to another present for you War Thunder run. Today I'm doing BR 5.3, so I've got the Tiger H1, I've got the Panzer, Panzer 4, even though it's a 4.3, it's still pretty cool in this tier. The Panzer, or rather, well, it's called a Panzer, but it's really a Panzer 470B, and the National one. I use this combo if I'm playing in this sort of mid to high tier, when I'm playing with friends mainly. I like sometimes to we go out in a group of tigers, which is always a bit of fun. And the two Panzers are pretty cool. And if it's a really long distance shooting style of map, the National one, that's where it comes into its own. So here I'm going to try something unusual. I'm going to try and go right to the top of the map and sweep back, down and around. So it's going to be a bit of a journey for the Tiger. And this one, hopefully if I get a decent run in, it will be dedicated to a gaming friend of mine by the name of Atham Riforge. And the reason we're dedicating this run to Atham is because, in my opinion, the Tiger is basically the equivalent of the 70s porn star mode in War Thunder. It's flashy, it's got a big weapon, and people love it because of its notoriety and its historical significance. Generally speaking, it's an easy tank to get a lot of kills in. It's very survivable if you know what you're doing, particularly if you know how to angle your tank to maximise the rather square armoured box that is the Tiger, which is not necessarily as great as some of the more advanced tanks of the time or later in the era, like the Panther and the T-34, etc., etc. Where sloped armour was the way to go rather than square armour. You'll see more modern tanks will have a lot more square armour these days, and that's because it's not about deflection and thickness, it's about the composite inserts and the spaced armour that they use these days, which tends to be more of a box-like structure. After boring for our country for a while we're driving, I'm going to attempt to sneak across yonder river here, hopefully without drowning. I don't like the new gurgling noises in War Thunder as you get past the water. It always just sort of seems like you're going to drown. And with any luck, I can face down from this hill onto our enemies without exposing myself and and there's somebody here already, so we'll have to just finish him off. It's a Walker Bulldog most probably. Very fast tank, awesome American tank playing in this tier. Thank you to the Tiger's wonderful survivability. His 76mm gun just sort of bounced off. Oh, we got someone else down the bottom there who can probably see me already. But then I will see if I can binocular kill. Yep, there we go. So, used to the old binocular kill, so you can shoot a bit defilade on your gun position without being able to see. The advantages of having height on your enemy. Now that we successfully traverse this, if I can pull off a couple other kills, we might actually get a proper porno mode run in here. Well, Atham is looking good here, we might get a Hellcat. There goes the Hellcat. This is definitely a porno mode run now, so this is making in the video series, so props to Atham and his the power of porno. Of course, Atham denies that he has a porno mode in real life, but we all know, those of us that know him from our gaming experiences know that cannot possibly be true, that he must definitely have a porno mode of some description. Oh no, someone's seen me. I'm just trying to get into a firing position here, but... and look at that. Who can kill a Tiger? The only people who can kill a Tiger is an Arab. Well, hope you enjoyed the run of the Tiger. So what we'll do now is actually jump straight back into the 4/70. It's a really great backup in this tier. I'm just going to keep the video rolling. There's edited later. This is an awesome little AT. A good gun. Yes, kill that plane. Stupid plane. I have to say, the number of times that I've had good runs in War Thunder where the only person who's killed me is a plane. He's getting a little bit too many to count. I kind of wish that they would put a limit on the number of planes that can be active in the air at any one time, because I've been in quite a number of matches where basically it's really a game of War Thunder planes with a couple of guys run around in tanks trying their best to hold an objective while everyone else is up in the air. And you can get swarmed, and it just seems to me a little bit defeating the purpose of having a tank battle if you can actually score twice as many kills using a plane in battle. And it's not that they should be removed, I think that they just need to be, there may be some limitations on how many can be in the air at any one time. There we go, I'm getting shot by an old mate again. I'm taking a decent hit there too. The other cool thing that would be good for War Thunder to add would be the ability to share your spawn points generated with your teammates if you're in an actual proper squad or squadron. A number of times we've played as a group, only to have one person one-shotted in the first 2 minutes of the match or 1 minute of the match, and then have to sit around twiddling thumbs while the rest of us fight on. If you could pool your SP, so that would mean that if some of your friends are doing better, you can benefit by actually jumping back into the game and using some of their SP. I don't think it can be broken because you're not being able to use the SP, but more than one game there where I've bailed out of a match early, or my friends have bailed out of a match early because they haven't lost a tank, and really they've got all this SP sitting around wasting. Oh, here we go, I might be in trouble here if this fella sees me before I turn around. I don't think he has. He is, no, he's fighting someone else, which means you're in strong command because you just took one in the face. And this is one of the benefits of the really low profile of this one, this 18. Okay, who's firing into that? Is that one of our guys? He's already dead, dude. I already killed him. We are losing severely, so I'm glad our guys have got A. I'll try and stay up here and prevent the bad guys from shooting down on my friends on the capture point. Anyone else up here to worry about? Doesn't look like. This means we might turn back towards the enemy from our position of death where we died before. Oh, here we go. Look, here's a guy that we can poke our head over. It's like another Hellcat, is it? No, it's an M36. He's now no longer with us. Well, I'm going to have to do more of this porno mode runs. This is turning out to be an epic game. Given the tier, the higher the tier, generally speaking, a little bit harder to get more kills because you've got a lot more, obviously, players who are cluey on what they're doing, given that they've spent time enough to get the higher tier tanks. So now I'm binocularing. Whoops, our guys just got bombed. Yeah. Bombs are a real pain in this now too, they're quite powerful. Maybe they could also nerf bombing of spawn. There we go, mission accomplished. Porno mode run. 5 kills.